guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Felicia here, and today I'm doing a tag on life of a student athlete. Anybody who follows me on Snap saw that I posted up there for you guys to just ask me questions on how it is to be a student athlete. I received 15 questions. Most came from like incoming freshmen. I'm only going to answer 10 just because I'm trying to keep this video a little bit short. So let's get into the video. Alright, so the first question is, do you miss out on a lot of events because of your sport? Honestly, I don't really miss out on like events that happen at night, but I do miss out on a lot of events that happen during the day. I know at my school, let me rewind. I play tennis at Virginia State University, so that's the experience that I'm gonna talk about or give you guys answers from. So at my school, we do have like socials and whatnot during the day, but I normally do miss those because of practice. Our practice is like smack in the middle of the day, like 3 to 5 or 3:30 to 5:30, and that's when most socials are. And if the socials are earlier than that, then more than likely I'm in class. So I probably missed out on like a good amount of socials freshman year and sophomore year. It's probably going to be the same junior year, but I think it kind of all depends on your coach, the sports you play, how demanding it is of like your time and whatnot. But I know me personally, I missed out on like a lot of events that happened during the day, so it was kind of 50-50. Yeah, so the second question I was asked was, do you have a lot of morning workouts? If so, how do you get through the day? Because I know that can be tiring. So my freshman year I had morning workouts like literally almost every day, and guess what time? 6 o'clock in the morning. So mind you, I had 8 a.m.s, and anybody who knows me knows that I am like a clean freak. I like to be clean, so I would hate to like leave my morning workouts and then have to go to class. So I would rush and take a shower and get ready, because honestly, like, my schedule was so close together that I wouldn't have time to like go to my 8 a.m. and then after go take a shower and then go to my next class. Like all of my classes were like back to back. I mean, that's how I wanted to be set up, and I wanted my classes to start early so I wouldn't be trying to get through classes like at the end of the day. I wanted to just have the end of the day to myself, besides practice, of course. But yeah, we had 2-day workouts my freshman year, morning workouts, which were beyond crazy. And then we had practice in the afternoon on the court. So it was, well, we don't do the morning workouts anymore. If we do work out, it's in the afternoon, and we'll do like actual practice on the court, or we'll do workouts. It's never both anymore. And I have no idea how I got through the day. I mean, honestly, I'm the type of person where I can go to sleep at any time. I'm saying like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and wake up the next day. I don't have any issues getting up. I may be a little tired, but I'm not like hitting snooze or like struggling to get up. So it was tiring, but there's not really much I can say that I did to get through the day. I just did it, and it sucked because it was tiring to do that like almost every single morning, and then have practice, because especially after practice, it's like you don't want to do anything. You don't even want to do your homework, but you're kind of, well, I'm not going to say kind of, you are obligated to do what you have to do. But I don't know, I literally just did it because, I mean, I was given a scholarship, so it's like I'm getting paid to do this, so I just had to. Like, it wasn't, really by choice for me. So I hope I kind of answered your question. Question number 3, have your grades ever begun to drop? No. I'm going into my junior year, and my grades never started to drop. I've always kind of struggled with math though, so um, that was challenging for me on its own coming into college. But my grades, they were pretty stagnant freshman year, junior year, because I also got a grade for I also got a scholarship for academics. I got half and half, so I didn't really have a choice but to keep up my grades, or like half of my scholarship would be gone. I have to maintain over a 3.0, which is really not that difficult for me. I stayed between a 3.4 and 3.8 since freshman year, so my grades never dropped. There were times where I was so tired that I was doing last minute assignments. I can't admit to that. Where I was up late at night trying to knock a whole bunch of work out on Blackboard to just get some stuff out the way, so I would have a lot more time. But no, there wasn't a time where my grades like just drastically began to drop. So the next question is, do you have a social life? Surprisingly, I do have a social life. It might not be like as good as other people and their social life on the yard or on campus, but I do have a social life. I mean, it's not like I'm secluded, like, all right, I can't do this because I have practice. Oh, I can't go here because I have to go to practice all the time. Like, we have our own time. But I think, like I said earlier, everybody's experience as a student athlete is going to be way different, because there are some sports who are very demanding and it pretty much takes up your time when you're not in class, and their response probably will be a lot different from mine. But for me personally, it's my sport is demanding, but I still have time to have a social life. I don't just wake up, go to class, go to practice, in my room trying to finish my work. Like, it's not like that. I do have time, but I'm really good at time management too. So if you're not that good at like time management, then you probably will have difficulties like balancing your social life and balancing your sport and your grades and all of that. But if you're really good at time management, you'll be fine. The fifth question was it hard adjusting your freshman year? I'm trying to think. I don't really know. Like, I didn't know what to expect going into college and being a collegiate athlete. I had no idea what I was going into. I knew it would definitely probably be different, but I didn't have difficulty with my grades or being late to practice or late to classes because of practice. I mean, they're called a student athlete for a reason. Your grades are first, and then you're an athlete. So for me, I can't say it was hard adjusting. Like, I didn't know what I was walking into, but I knew that, you know, I was here for a reason. So I knew what type of business I had to handle, which was tennis and my grades. So no, it wasn't hard to adjust. Question number 6. Has it ever got so challenging that you wanted to quit? Honestly, I don't think so. Like, it was never challenging. There has been times where I'm just like, I'm over this. I don't want to do this no more. I just want to be a student. I don't want to have the athlete part. But with me, like, I've been playing tennis since I was like 6 or 7. So without playing tennis, I would feel kind of like weird, because that's a part of me. Like, it's been a part of me since I was young. So I mean, yeah, there probably has been times where I've just wanted to like give up and just want to be a student, but you know, I just had to keep finding some motivation, because I know there were times where I've like called my parents like, I don't want to even be in school anymore, I'm just over it. But I do think school is for me. So I've had my moments, definitely. I think every student athlete is probably going to have their moments where they're just like, I'm over this. I don't want to do this no more. But when you're surrounded with other teammates and student athletes, you guys kind of help each other get through it because y'all are all going through the same thing. So that's why I think it's also important to like have a close bond with your team, even if it's a really big team. My team's pretty small, but I think it's important to have that bond with your team because y'all are honestly going through the exact same thing. Going to have majority of your problems are going to be the same, even if your major is different or somebody has a major that's more challenging than yours. Like, it's just important that you have that bond with your teammates because when you're down and out and you're just like maybe homesick or something, or you're struggling balancing both as far as your grades and being an athlete, like they're pretty much there to help you get through that. So there has been times where I've just been ready to throw the towel in, like, all right, I'm just gonna do something else with my life. But when you really sit down and you're like, okay, this is the better choice for me to just finish what I'm doing, then you kind of just like get over that phase and you start to count down, because I'm definitely counting down. I got 2 more years left, but I can say like my teammates kind of helped me, and my friends, like they helped me just realize like the best option for me and that I needed to just keep going. So they did give me like a lot of motivation. Yeah, so okay, question number 7. If you go to school without your sport, would you? I can answer that off rip. No, I would not. Like, I do love tennis, but even after I graduate, I probably want to like teach it on the side. Not so much like do tournaments anymore, because like I said, I've been playing tennis since I was young. So there was a point in time where I did quit for like a year, and I felt so empty without it. Like when you just connect to a sport, like I've tried a lot of sports. My family will tell you I've tried a whole bunch of sports, and the only one I really was ever really good at was tennis. So it's like that's all I knew. So to be without tennis, I feel like really empty. So to answer that question, no. If I had an opportunity to go to school just to be a student and not a student athlete, I would pick the student athlete off rip. Question number 8. Is the coaching different in college than it was in high school? Yeah, it's pretty different. Maybe for me, it's more technical. When I was in high school, I did have a college coach, and her coaching style kind of helped me prepare for how the coaching style was going to be in college. And I'm definitely blessed for that, because like I said, that was probably the only thing of like what I knew to expect before I started playing tennis in college. So it's different, but it's not a bad different. It's a really good different. Like, it helps you improve your game, whether you're just going to play for those 4 years or after you graduate. It helps a lot, and it's definitely different. But I'm just speaking from my experience. Some people go to college and have coaches, and the coaching is not really different than it was in high school. So I don't know, but for me, it was definitely different. I had a female coach my freshman year, and now I have a male coach, and they both were different than my coaching in high school. Not taking anything away from my coaches in high school. I mean, they helped me get to where I am, but it's definitely different because it's just a different level, so you have to coach differently, in my opinion. Question number 9. Did you ever think you would be a collegiate athlete? No. I mean, so like I said, I've been playing tennis since I was little. There came a point in time where I quit, and tennis is not that type of sport where you put your racket down for a year or 6 months or even a month and you come back strong as ever. Like, tennis is that sport that you have to keep playing or you're gonna lose your touch. And when I came back from not playing for a year, during that year I played basketball. I was trash. Like, I don't even know how I made the team, but we're not gonna get into all of that. But I definitely lost my touch. A part of me still wishes that I didn't quit, um, because I would probably be a lot more better than I am now. And honestly, before I quit, like, I was I was a beast. Like, it was crazy. And then when I started back playing, like, I had to get that rhythm and momentum back up. So I don't think it'll ever like really be the same, but um I don't know. Like, I when I came back, I started back playing tennis. Not for a second did I think like, okay, I'm gonna play tennis in high school, because I mean college, because like I said, my game like decreased and I had a lot of work to do um to get back there. But when I began playing again, I was going to my 8th or ninth grade year. So I didn't think that I was going to have an opportunity to play in college, because I just didn't. Like, I'm really hard on myself when it comes to like pretty much anything. And to me, I didn't feel like I was good enough anymore to play in college. But I was recruited. A coach did come to my game, or about two of them, and I took my SATs, and that came back good after like the 100th time, and everything just kind of fell into place. Like, I can honestly say I was blessed to get that opportunity, because not in a million years did I think that I was going to be able to play tennis in college, especially after I quit. And honestly, I was going to go into the Air Force, but I literally was looked at. I mean, I was looked at by other schools, but they were like D3, so they couldn't do much with like financial wise. But I don't know, like, I definitely was blessed my senior year in high school. I was so blessed, and this happened like near the ending of my senior year. So I don't know, God, he shot that blessing out of nowhere, because I definitely did not expect that one. So no, I didn't think that I would be playing tennis at the collegiate level. The last question is your sports schedule / coach demanding? My sports schedule is more demanding on season than it is off season. Off season is just like a bunch of workouts, but and we kind of like play at our own leisure. But when the season comes around, we have so many games. Our games are back to back. It is so demanding. Like, it is demanding, and we miss out on a lot of events because half of the time we're traveling. So while we're traveling, we're doing homework and we're at our games. And by the time we get back, we're so tired and drained that we gotta like really work ourselves up to want to even go out or do something. So it's demanding. My coach, he can be demanding, but it's like he's very flexible too. So honestly, all of my teammates, we all have different schedules, because all of us pretty much have different majors, and he'll literally come up there at the beginning of the day and stay until like 7, 8 o'clock at night, just to make sure that we all get in practice with him. Because a lot of us can't make it at the same time, so he'll be in his office doing his work, and the day prior we'll let him know like, hey, I can't make the regular practice time, which is like 3 to 5. So can we meet up at a different time, whether it's the morning or the afternoon? He is there. So I'm definitely blessed that he's so like flexible with us, because if he wasn't, it will probably be really hectic, and I'm pretty sure he knows that, which is why he's like that. But our schedule is demanding, yes. Our coach, he can be demanding during practice, but he's supposed to be. So I think that's pretty much expected. It depends on like how hard your coach is, or how hard he pushes you or she. So yeah, that.
I have two more questions that need to be answered. I just saw them on my Snap. The first one is, how do my teammates make practice fun? Honestly, like, I have a very small team. It's like 7 or 8 of us, and I absolutely love each and every one of them. We are very close. We do a lot of things together. We argue like sisters, get mad at each other like sisters. Like, we're mad close, and I could be having like the worst possible day, but be hyped to go to practice just because I know my teammates are gonna be there and they're gonna make my day better. They're gonna make practice better. Anything we go to together, it's gonna be better just because they're there. They are there. So they make anything fun. Like, we're all different. We all have different personalities, which kind of sometimes balances things out. We don't really get into a lot of altercations, and I know like with other female teams there are like a lot of cattiness going on, but with our team there's like really none of that. So they make everything fun. I love them to pieces. Like, those are really my girls. Like, when I graduate, I'm going to keep in contact with all of them. So there's that. And then the last question is, do I feel like professors are more lenient with grades towards student athletes? Um, I know of some cases where the professor has been a little bit more lenient with grades, due dates, things like that. I'm not going to say which school or which cases, but to answer the question truthfully and honestly, I do think that that is true in some cases. Some professors don't care who you are, even if you are a student athlete. You know, they're going to be fair, which I think is the right thing to do. But yes, there are cases where the professor treats a student differently because of them being a student athlete. Um, some may try to say, you know, well, I was a student athlete when I was in college. I understand, I get it, but I don't know. I can't. I can't really like say too much on that question, but yeah, it's definitely happened. It's happened. I'm pretty sure it's still happening. Like, that's just what it is. Do I think it's fair? No, but I mean, life ain't fair, so that I don't know. Like, that's just that. But yeah, those are my last two questions.
But yeah, I hope this video, this tag helps out, or yeah, helps out any incoming freshmen or even freshmen after, to kind of see um like what to expect. I think everybody's experience as a student athlete is different depending on like the coaching style, the school, the sport. It's different, but at the end of the day we all kind of run into the same issues and problems. So um my only advice is to just like go into your freshman year with the open mind. Don't be so quick to like piggyback off of somebody else's experience, because you may, one person may have like a terrible experience being a student athlete and the other might have a really good experience. So just go in there with the open mind. It's okay to become close with your team and other athletes, because you guys are really going to need each other at the end of the day to kind of push through all the problems you're going to face. Um, and just try to, I know like being in a sport can be frustrating sometimes, but just try every day to give it your all, whether you're there on scholarship or not. Give it your all, you know, because you really only get this chance for 4 years or however long you're playing your sport in college, or however long it takes you to graduate. You only get this opportunity one time. So when you do it, just try to do it right. Do it to the best of your ability, because it's a blessing to be blessed with being able to even play a sport or be good at a sport. Is a major blessing. You know, this is something that God gave us. Like, can you just imagine that? Like, before we were born, he's like, you're gonna be a star at this sport or that sport, you know what I'm saying? So, and you never know where it'll take you after college. So just like I said, go into college with an open mind. If you start struggling with grades, get a tutor. Like, do what you gotta do to stay there and graduate and finish. And like I said, college is not for everyone, but that's a choice that you will have to make on your own from your own personal experience. So I don't know, man. Just do what you gotta do. It don't matter how you finish as long as you finish. So those are my little words of wisdom to any student athlete, current, coming into. Do what you gotta do. But thank you guys for watching this video. I'm coming at you guys with more videos soon. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, give it a thumbs up. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.